friends. They had all the balance sheet, the net worth, and yet they couldn't close a deal. And I kept going back and forth and saying, what's the difference here? And you had talked about it before we started recording. It comes down to mindset, number one. But I think number two, even more important, is a person's relationship with money. And if you have a healthy relationship and you understand that it's a tool, you're not working for money, you're working to create value. And the more value you create, money is just the end result. See, there's a more of a healthier relationship and a healthier outlook with money. The old Gino was, no, I need to save. That was my money persona. That was my money script. I can't risk my money. I need to save my money for a rainy day. Never a sunny day, always a rainy day.
Okay, and always you're just waiting for shit to hit the fan.
Yes. So if you're waiting for shit to hit the fan, it's going to hit. If you're waiting for opportunity, then opportunity is going to come. See how the mindset, see how that speak? So if you have a really good relationship, and what do I mean by that? Go back into your childhood when you were young. And what did you hear about money? What was said about money? What wasn't said about money? These are all things that you carry into your adulthood. And then I want you to take a chance. If you're married, if you have a spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, talk to them and see how they were raised. And you'll be amazed that a lot of the fights that you have in your relationship really aren't about money. Money is the symptom. And see what's the underlying effect. What do you call your money personas? Were you a saver? Were you a spender? Were you a gambler? Were you an innocent? You had no idea. Were you an avoider of money? Well, if you bring that into your adulthood, you're creating patterns from childhood to adulthood, and you're continuing these patterns. I was fortunately able to understand this. And when I went to coaching school, I was like, this is great. I need to go forward. I need to create success. The problem was I was lacking this one last element of, becoming a money coach and understanding that we need to go back into our past, look at our money bio, ask ourselves these questions, see what was going on, come into the present, look at what's going on with these patterns, highlight some of them. Some of them are great. Some of them aren't so great. And let's talk about where we are right now and what your sole purpose is going forward. How are you going to affect that going forward? But you can't go forward unless you look back and at least acknowledge the past and see what happened back then and try to a lot of us have gone through money traumas. A lot of us have gone through things where we couldn't afford something. People were really negative about money. We're scarce about money. And if you bring that into your adulthood, you're creating actions and you're taking paths and you're making decisions unconsciously. And I just want people to have a conscious awareness of it and say, hey, I want to continue this behavior and I want to stop this behavior because it's really hurting me. That's what money coaching is all about. It's just, It's an incredible way for you to really see what was going on in your life and say, I'm here right now. Let me become responsible for my actions going forward. What do I need to do to accomplish those actions?
Yeah. Yeah. And when I look at my own life, I started out, had no money and took a bunch of leaps and finally got some stuff rolling.